toners of Reddit. What quirk does your pet, past or present, do that nobody believes when you tell them? My childhood dog had a weak rear right leg, so anytime he wanted to hike his leg on something off to the left he would just do a handstand rather than try to support his weight in the bad leg. But wait. There's more. When he started getting older we brought home a puppy who absolutely idolized his big brother. Within about a month he had worked his way up to also doing handstands when he peed, but for this dog it was every single time. I guess he thought that was just how you were supposed to do it. Nothing like having two dogs pissing down their own chest several times per day. My best friend has a Boston that does handstands every time she pees too. Super weird. Nothing wrong with her back legs, so she must have learned this from another dog before my friend had her. My friend had two pugs that used to do cartwheels when they peed. This thread makes me so happy, Lamau. This is ducking hilarious. This isn't really a quirk but a one-time incident. My whole family has swimming pools. When I got my dog, a Sheltie, I think we introduced him to water too soon at a beach, so forevermore he was deathly afraid of water. I always wanted one of those dogs that loved water and would chase a tennis ball and retrieve it, but this was not him. He hated water. Fast forward a bunch of years. We're at my dad's pool and my dad is in the pool playing with the grandkids, who are jumping in and he's catching them. They were all toddlers and couldn't swim. My son, also a toddler, jumps in the pool while my dad had his back turned to him, so my dog instinctively knows he's in trouble and jumps in after him. My dad just had to turn around and grab my son and we had to fish the dog out of the pool. The dog legit looked embarrassed but solidified him as a good boy. This is because Shelties are brilliant genius angels. Every night at around 10 p.m., my childhood dog would tell me it's time to go to bed. I could be in the living room watching TV and she would sit at the doorway and make little boofs until I eventually got up and followed her to bed. This happened every night for my high school years until the day she passed at 15 years old. I miss that old sassy girl. My parents' dog does this. She sleeps with me when I visit, but I tend to stay up a bit later than everyone else. So she'll very pointedly look at me, then walk to the gate and flop down dramatically. Then every time I so much as shift, she'll run back, give me the same look and go flop by the gate again. It's fairly polite, but she gets her point across extremely well. My cat puts me to bed sometimes when I stay up past 11 p.m. during the week. It's like she knows you have work tomorrow, dummy. She harasses me until I get up and follow her to the bedroom. She will, if I resist enough, just crawl onto me and curl up. Fine, we're sleeping right here then. My female cat is like this too. Lots of intense staring at first, and then if that doesn't work, increasingly loud and insistent meows until I finally cave. We have a bedtime in this house, dang it. Related, she's also a very good nursemaid when I'm sick. She wants to lie with slash on me and purrs to fix it. When I have the flu, and that one time I had pneumonia, she lies on top of me because she does not want me up and moving around until I'm better. Very insistent, and very sweet. You're sick, I will fix it, now lie down. My dog refuses to drink from a bowl. We took him to the vet because he was sick, turns out he was dehydrated. My dog always has water next to his food, but wasn't drinking it. We changed his bowl to a normal dish, the ones we use to eat soup. Now he drinks from it. If you change it back to a normal dog's bowl, he will stop drinking water and get sick. Nobody knows why. What am I? Some kind of savage? Returns to lapping up toilet water. You hid inside Jerry. In my water bowl. Who really is the animal here? Commas. Poor Jerry. Were you raised by wolves? My cat only drinks from a glass, and specifically only when it's found on our master bathroom counter. My husband used to keep a glass there for rinsing his mouth after brushing his teeth, so when we got our kitten he discovered this and that was the end of any drinking choice around the house. My parents keep a mug full of water on their coffee table, just for their cat. It's hilarious when guests notice the cat drinking from it and they're not sure whether to scold it or not. One of my cats legitimately sleeps in my bed. Head on my pillow, under the blanket, held to my chest like an actual baby. He will spend all night like this and get mad if I stop cuddling him at any point. We sleep with our noses almost touching, and I know when he boops my nose with his that he wants me to cuddle him tighter. It's bizarre but adorable. God damn it. That's adorable. My cat never lets me cuddle her. Grumpy little fur goblin. Mine does now, but it took 6 years of training a very food-motivated cat for him to let me hug him. I get 2 seconds at most. I like to delude myself into thinking it's not the food he's after. No, not at all, not the food. Sobs. Mine does this too. He will come up to me and stand there yelling until I scoop him up, tuck him under the covers, tuck the pillow under him and cuddle him up to me. He will purr until he falls asleep and stays there with me all night. My precious boy. My cat does this but only when he thinks no one is noticing. We've had him for 5 years and only about a year and a half ago did he come up and cuddle, except for the very first night, when he was just visiting, with my husband. Husband woke up in the morning and whispered he cuddled with me last night. Who is he and what has he done with our cat? Now he does it almost every night with one of us. Usually at around 4 or 5 in the morning he'll quietly walk up to us and flop down, little spoon style, usually with his head on our arm or pillow and immediately start purring so loudly it's hard to get back to sleep. I could cry, it makes me so happy. He was so aloof for so long, and had been astray and injured and pretty scared at first, and now he's just a big cuddle monster, all fat and fluffy and soft. Our cat does that too. Or falls asleep on my chest. Cats are just little furry babies. I have a Pomeranian who is a total introvert. She's super laid back and chill and that kinda throws people off anyway. But when I tell them that no matter where I live she claims some space in the house as her bedroom and goes there to be alone. One time it was a cabinet in my kitchen. She claimed one of the lower unused cabinets and took soft stuff and snacks and toys in there and could open the cabinet all by herself. She would chill in there for hours. Currently it's the corner of the sectional against the wall. She has all her favorite things under there and my other dog never goes under there. It's her private space. Pomeranians are so fun. I have a mix of Pom and Chihuahua, but she's definitely more Pomeranians in personality. Likes to make nests too, all the toys, all the extra snacks, socks, underwear. It's so funny. I ended up making her a little bedroom under an end table in my room. It's quiet, dark and all hers. One of my dogs also owns a space. We call it his office as it's a tiny office we have with books we don't use that much. He goes there 2 or 3 times a day to sign important documents and write reports on the things he saw out the window while he was on duty. My beautiful boy works the longest hours to provide snacks for his brothers, definitely the best boy less than 3. I have a cat that plays fetch with his stuffed animals. He also gets annoyed when I don't throw the stuffed animal far enough, and loves to chase it down the stairs into the basement. My cat can sit, but whenever I say sit in front of some guests he just stares at me for like 10 seconds. Sitting on command is not very cat-like. Gaslighting its owner though? Now that is definitely cat-like. And then sits as soon as they leave, just to taunt you. I swear he does this all the time. Not for an audience, you Rick. I secretly taught my roommate's cat how to fetch. When they were away, I crumpled up a ball of foil, threw it across the room, and the cat would bring it back to me. The cat really enjoyed it too. She would be purring loudly when she brought the ball of foil back. Makeup sponges seem to work very well for this. My old collie used to yell at us if we didn't come home from school on time. Like if we went to a friend's or the walk home took too long, he would howl at you for the rest of the night and there was no getting out of it with him. He was also afraid of ice cream bucket handles. I miss that dog. My husky does this to my wife. If she's late he gets visibly worried. The more worried he gets the louder the "oh-oh." And the more backtalk we get. Huskies, God I love mine but they are such odd dogs sometimes. Sneaky too. Your ice cream containers are so large that they require handles? Where might I find such decadence? We have a very unique dog that seems to have internalized a set of rules. He is friendly with our 3 cats, however if he observes them doing something that we the humans have corrected them for previously he will then take on the responsibility for future occurrences by sitting beside the misbehaving cat and barking at them until they stop. Edit. Thank you for the silver kind person. Ah yes, the regulator. My dog does this. We call my parents' dog the hall monitor. If the cats play wrestle, or their other dog doesn't immediately get into her kennel when she's told, or if someone in the house is told to stop something, he will insert himself, whine, and go get my mom. Ducking snitch. Snitches get scritches. My childhood dog did this, came running at the sound of any cat fight. He'd loom ominously over whatever cat did and back down. He didn't like fighting one bit. My brother's dog yells at him whenever he play fights/wrestles with anyone. He hates it when he thinks people are fighting. We're not allowed to high-five in front of our dog because she thinks we're fighting. I love to high-five. I'll just be laying around and yell for my cat when I haven't seen her in a while. Mildred. Come give me a kiss. She will always come running into the room and jump on me. She will turn her head to the side and I'll kiss her cheek. Then I turn my head to the side and she quickly pushes her nose into my cheek. She will jump back down and go back about her way after. It's the sweetest, but I don't bother telling anyone, though. I don't need to be perceived as the crazy cat lady any more than I already seem, lol. Naming a cat Mildred is a pretty cat lady thing to do, but also that's a delightful cat name. I know a cat named Mildred. Her owner thinks she's neat. She's black and white with hazel eyes. And perfect tiny feet. I know a cat named Mildred. Her owner thinks she's fair. She's sleek and fine and so divine. With soft and shining hair. I know a cat named Mildred. Her owner's filled with glee. He loves her so. And this I know. Because her owner's me. That was really cute. Thank you for watching to the end. Hope this video made you happy. If it did, please leave us a like and subscribe for more content. Peace.